Hey everybody, it's Carmela here doing a quick pop in just to talk to y'all, see what you are up to, and to encourage somebody on today. Just to give somebody a little bit of encouragement. You know, the best thing about life is that you don't have to go through it by yourself. You know, I've heard people say sometimes that they're in this thing by themselves or they're self-made and things like that. I promise you, life is so much sweeter when you surround yourself with like-minded people, when you surround yourself with people who are going in the same direction, that you're going in. And so what I wanted to share with you all tonight, I only have about 10 minutes and I got another class. You may not know this, but I work on Sunday nights. That's when I do most of my coaching. But this weight loss journey, I've shared with a lot of you in my inbox. So let me put this out there. If you want to know anything, it's okay to ask. I don't mind sharing. Hey everybody, I don't mind sharing. Actually, I enjoy sharing because I think for a long time there was a misconception. I know for me that weight loss surgery was only cosmetic. Nobody talked about the health benefits. Nobody shared with us about how you come off of your medication. Nobody shared with us, hey there. Nobody shares how, when you have high blood pressure that, getting this weight off, you could come off of that medication, or like 75%. I don't know the number, but it's really high. It's like over 75% come off of their diabetic medicines as well. Oh, you're welcome. I love praying. That's my assignment. I got room here for 5 more people that's believing God for healing. Just inbox me your name and mailing address. I have something for you, and then I'll be praying for these 10. That was my assignment, to get 10 people. Just inbox me the name and mailing address. I have something for you, and I'll be praying for you for the next 28, the next 20 days, the next 22 days through the month of February. But listen, so with this weight loss surgery, though, the benefits are far beyond cosmetic. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get to live our life. Nobody tells us that when we limping around here with our knees hurting and arthritis in our knees, that getting this weight off helps all of that and can prevent surgery altogether, if not delay it by 10 or so years. And so that's why, I've decided to live out loud and share my testimony out loud. And some people that I know have already had their orientations and are, have made a commitment to take their lives back. You just don't understand if you haven't been what the world calls morbidly obese. The task of simply just trying to go grocery shopping, the task of simply trying to play with your grandkids, how it changes everything. You have to do things in stages and in phases. And what we do is, instead of us shifting to take our lives back, what we do is we adjust, we make accommodations for the obesity. We make accommodations for the bad knee. So we just send our kids to go do it, or we send our spouse to go and do it. I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about anybody else. So it is really exciting, and it's really a blessing that I get to take my life back, that I can get in the backyard and play with my grandkids, that I can walk around the block if I want to, that I can praise God on Sunday morning without feeling like I'm about to have a heart attack, So listen, so taking our health back is so important, and you don't have to have weight loss surgery. Just do what you got to do to get your life back. So I'm not on here promoting weight loss surgery. I'm on here promoting life. Make a choice every day to choose you. We had 3 funerals last week, and we were visiting different families, and food was everywhere. Cake was everywhere. Macaroni and cheese was everywhere. Potato salad was everywhere. Cornbread was everywhere. All those things that I no longer eat. And guess what? I made a decision every day to choose me. See, if I'm worth more than cheating on, I'm not going to cheat on me. That's what I want you to understand. So like when we say, well, I can have a cheat day, well, you can, but I've made a decision that I'm not going to cheat on me. Because when let me give you a biblical example here. We don't just turn our back and walk away from God, do we? No, what happens is we're like sheep and we put our head down and we're nibbling and messing with stuff that's getting us distracted. And we look up and then the rest of the group is far ahead. So we run and try to catch up. And then when we catch up, we put our head down again. We get distracted. And this time you got your head down a little bit longer. And so that you can catch up. But eventually what happens is you have your head down so long, nibbling and nibbling and nibbling. Or in this instance, cheating and cheating and cheating and cheating. And you're cheating on your future. You're cheating on your destiny. You're cheating on yourself. So whatever the decision is that you make, if you just commit to, I'm just going to get out of the house and walk a little bit each day. If your commitment is, okay, I'm going to get rid of sodas, whatever your commitment is, just commit to it and don't cheat on you, because it's the nibbling that gets us off track. It gets us off track in our faith. It gets us off in our weight loss journey. So every day I have to get up and make a decision to do what's best for Carmela. Not what's best for Troy. Not what's best for my walking partner. Not what's best for my accountability partner who also had weight loss surgery. Because y'all know we can get so caught up in the past. I had to have somebody to walk with me. I would not go walk. If my accountability partner didn't show up, I didn't show up. But now I don't have to. I'm going to go walking when I feel like walking. If the sun comes, I'm going to go in the backyard. I'll walk around the block. I'm going to do whatever I have to do, because every day I have to get up and choose me. Every day I have to get up and do what's right. My grandkids come over here in the evening when their mom's at work. And sometimes they eat things that I don't eat. I'm not putting their food in my mouth. Y'all know how we cool the kids' food, like, and you put it in your mouth. No, I'm very conscious. I'm very conscious that I have had an addiction to food. When hardship comes, I eat. When we lose a loved one and I'm stressed and I'm grieving, I would eat. And so I had to make a decision to myself to do something different. So this time we had 3 losses, y'all, in 24 hours. I didn't eat. I walked. I drank my water. I turned on my worship music because I made a commitment to myself, because I realized that I deserve better. And again, I'm talking about weight loss. For me, this is my journey. But what is it that you have to commit to do for you? Maybe it's some licensure you're trying to get and you need to study. Maybe you're trying to get your book written and you need to turn off the distractions for 60 minutes a day so that you can write in your book and you can get it rolled out. Maybe you're building a business and building a brand and it's so overwhelming that you rather scroll on Facebook than to face it. But what I'm telling you today is, whatever that thing is, make a decision to choose you. Choose you. Choose you every single day, even if nobody else understands. My husband and I were talking last month, and there was a lot of people. Okay, I see a lot like weight loss. There's a lot of people in the group that I'm in that have decided that they were not going to share their weight loss journey. So nobody knows about their weight loss journey except maybe their significant other or their spouse, not their parents, not their siblings. No one knew. And that's everybody's decision to do it however you want to do it. But I found that once I answered questions for my loved ones, and once we brought clarity and understanding, everybody was supportive. Y'all know we don't support stuff that we don't understand, but we're not going to say, I don't understand. I don't know what you're talking about. And a lot of times we'll just say, girl, don't do that. We'll just get together. We're going to help you do whatever, but you got to do what's best for you. And this is true regardless of what your assignment is. And so those people in your inner circle that are important to you, if you say it doesn't matter to me what anybody says, that's not true. Because it matters to me what my children say. And it matters to me what my husband says. It matters to me what my mom and pa says. And so I made sure that I educated those people that were in my inner circle. They could go with me to the doctor's appointments. They can watch the orientation videos, so that prior to me making this life-changing decision, the people in my inner circle were also supportive, were also educated, and were also on board 100%. Because once they got their questions answered, all of the pushback went away. Because y'all know we push back because we don't understand. And we say things like, well, they don't understand because they ain't called to it. But let me tell you, you can walk your journey by yourself, but you don't have to. If you have family around you that's supportive. If your family is toxic, you may have to do it by yourself. And sometimes family ain't blood. There was a season in my life where my family was my church family. It wasn't blood. It was when I had to travel for my job. It was my church family that had my 4 kids. That was just a season that we were in. But the Lord surrounded me again with people who supported me. The job, my first career at the Board of Education, those women didn't look like me. Those women didn't think like me, but they poured into me to help me become the woman that I am today. And so you have to make sure that even if your blood don't understand, that you would ask God to send people to support you in whatever your decisions are, and that's who you connect with in the season that you're in. So make sure you don't put your head down, make sure you don't get off track by nibbling, and make sure that every single day you choose you. Choose you. Being down 61 pounds, and I'll weigh again on tomorrow, and I'm excited about it. I think it's Tuesday. One day this week I'll weigh again. But the weight is just one part of it. Because let me tell you, I've seen people that are on the same journey that I'm on. They're struggling with the weight loss mentally. They're struggling with the fact that they can't eat a lot of food mentally. Like, why I cook all this food and I can't eat but a little bit. Well, I thought that was the purpose. But you have to be prepared here for the lifestyle change in order to implement it. So take all the time you need to bet on you and take it one day at a time, and every single day get up and do what you promised you would do. Don't do it for nobody else. You got to do it for you. So when it gets hard, you'll still do it. When it's raining outside, I got a little step thing in there. Now I can't do about 5 minutes on that step, but that's 5 minutes. That's more than what I was doing. I get up and walk back and forth in the house so that my watch can count my steps, right? It all starts right here. I have to be mindful. I have to drink 2 of these a day, 2.5 of these a day. This is water, but I just use this bottle because it's measured. I have to drink 2.5 of these a day. I get 1 in before lunch. I try to get 1 in by 6, and then I sip on the other one until bedtime. You got to have a plan, right, on what you're going to do to make sure that you are right. One of the side effects, and I like to be transparent with y'all, one of the side effects is hair loss too. And so my hair was thinning prior to this, so I don't know if it's, some hereditary stuff going on or this, but who cares? It grows back. Of all the research that I've done, everybody that says the hair will thin, if your hair thins, because everybody's doesn't, but if your hair thins, it grows back. Go get a wig, get you some weave or whatever. But my knees don't hurt. I can walk. I could play with my grandkids. I'm coming off all this medicine. If I got to get me a cute wig for a few weeks or a few months, so be it. My reward is greater than my sacrifice. And you got to tell yourself that every day. Okay, I got to give up something for a season, but I'm going to live longer. I'm going to give up something for a season, but I'm worth it. Okay, I'm going to go and fellowship with my family. And I know my auntie done cooked them good old school pound cakes. What can I do to make sure that I don't eat it? I ate before I went, so I was already full. You see, like, you have to prepare in advance and bet on you. Okay, again, I'm talking about weight loss, but you apply this to wherever you need it in your life. The same principle works. It starts here in the mind, and every day you got to get up and choose you. Every day. Even if nobody else is choosing you. Even if somebody else that you thought was on board with you decided they wanted ice cream today. I can't have ice cream. Get me my sugar-free popsicle and we gonna both be happy. Right? So I have an alternative. My kids cooked, I'm going to tell you this, my kids cooked shepherd's pie. I hadn't had shepherd's pie in 10 years. But because they said they were cooking shepherd's pie, this flesh wanted shepherd's pie. So I just Googled low-carb shepherd's pie. It was just cauliflower mashed potatoes. It's the same recipe, and guess what? It was just as good. So you don't have to deny yourself. You just have to be willing to learn something new. I think that was the biggest thing with me, because it's like, I don't know how to cook. I'm not going to eat. I don't know what to eat. All I know how to cook is macaroni. You know, we're going to have greens. We're going to have green beans. We're going to have some meat, and everything else is going to be carbs. And I was telling my doctor, I don't know how to cook to live healthy. And he said, we'll show you what to cook. We'll show you what to do. And they did. They gave us a menu. They gave us a list of the foods that we could eat. And then I would look up low-carb meals to make with zucchini, because I like zucchini. Or I would do low-carb spaghetti. So we did it with spaghetti squash. And so when I have a craving for something that's familiar, I'll look up a low-carb recipe alternative, and we would try it. And some things we tried we loved, and some things we tried was gross. We threw the whole thing in the trash. We didn't even complain about it. And last night we did those keto ravioli, and with the low carb marinara sauce, it tastes like pizza, right? I wasn't expecting it to taste like pizza to me, but that's what it tastes like to me. So whenever I'm craving pizza, that's a great alternative, because I tried pizza using the cauliflower crust. I'm telling y'all, we done tried all kind of recipes, and my husband's like, what we gonna try tonight? You know, what recipe, what I need, what ingredients do I need to get? This is why you need people on board with you. This is why you need somebody in your circle that's excited to take the journey with you. When he's at work, he can eat however he want to eat, but when he's at home, he eat what I eat. That's because he wants to support. He don't want to be a distraction. And we're growing together, right? And so I tried that keto, that pizza with the cauliflower crust, but it was too heavy in my new stomach. So I was like, it was good, but it was too much, right? And so now I got another alternative. And so you just got to keep trying to figure out what is going to work for you. That's it. Choose you. If it's in business, choose you. While other people hanging out and they cutting corners, no, you do what you need to do for your business, because you're building a legacy, right? And see, this is the other thing about my weight loss. I can't even do, inbox me, I'll send you the information. I can't even do what I'm called to do because I'm so tired that I can work all day, but I got to sleep all late into the morning because I'm so tired. I can't travel because my legs would hurt so bad. And I'm not going to cry. I'm going to get off here before I get emotional. But I remember being in, we were at a convention, and it was so much walking. My feet and my legs were so sore. My back, everything hurt so bad. So in the evenings when other people would go and sightsee, I have to go to the room because I was in so much pain. So my husband found me some stuff that I could soak in the tub in the evenings so that I could attend the convention the next day. So when you find yourself, your whole life has to shift because the weight won't allow you to live and do what God has called you to do, you got to do something different. And it's okay to choose you every day. I love y'all. Have a great night.